Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're delving into the gritty tales of Bradford OGs, the names that left an indelible mark on the city's history. From notorious figures to the untold stories, buckle up for a roller coaster ride through the underworld. If you're ready to explore the shadows of Bradford's past, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's jump right in. Embarking on our journey through Bradford's underworld, let's delve deeper into the enigmatic figure of Khaled Malik. Throughout the 90s and into the 2000s, Khaled Malik stood at the epicenter of the city's drug trade, orchestrating a network that stretched far and wide. His notoriety reached its zenith as he emerged as one of the foremost suppliers, dealing in staggering amounts of heroin. The pinnacle of Khaled Malik's illicit empire came crashing down in 2005, when the legal hammer struck with a resounding 25-year prison sentence. This severe punishment was the culmination of an extensive investigation that revealed his involvement in the distribution of over £7 million worth of heroin, leaving an indelible mark on Bradford's criminal history. Now, shifting our focus to another intriguing figure in Bradford's underworld, we meet Rashid Ali, better known on the gritty streets as Kush. Hailing from the West Bowling area, Kush carved out his presence as a formidable force in the city's drug landscape during the 90s and well into the 2000s. Renowned for orchestrating one of the largest drug lines in West Yorkshire, Kush's influence extended far beyond the confines of Bradford. However, his story takes a darker turn, as he stands as a third-strike offender in the realm of drug dealing. In October 2023, Kush faced the gavel once again, receiving a 7.5-year sentence for his involvement in a plot to transport kilo blocks of cocaine across the Pennines to Bradford. Our journey through Bradford's underworld takes an intriguing turn with the story of Mudasar Ali, also known as Garner. In the annals of Bradford's criminal history, Mudasar stood out as a prominent figure, earning the title of a Bradford mobster. Notably, in 2008, he faced the repercussions of his involvement in a colossal gun-running operation, ultimately being sentenced to 18 years in prison. The magnitude of Mudasar's impact reverberated beyond local confines, marking his gang as the largest gun-running operation ever uncovered in the UK at that time. However, the plot thickens as we fast forward to the present. Mudasar Ali, once incarcerated, is now a free man. In an unexpected twist, he has transitioned into a different realm, leaving his criminal past behind to venture into the world of entrepreneurship. Mudasar has now established a fast food business, showcasing a stark contrast to his former life. Our exploration of Bradford's intriguing underworld introduces us to Jangir Hussain, better known as Smelly Jang. Infamous as a street bully, Smelly Jang left an indelible mark on the city's landscape, notorious for robbing both drug dealers and ordinary citizens alike. His criminal exploits escalated, culminating in a significant event in 2010 when he was incarcerated for attacking and assaulting 2 police officers. Our exploration of Bradford's underworld takes a darker turn with Mustafa Faruko, street-named Mussy. Infamous for his ruthless tactics, Mussy stands out as a vicious bully who has left a trail of robbery, extortion, and violence. His criminal record includes convictions for firearms offences, affray, grievous bodily harm, and dangerous driving. Adding to the intensity, Mussy is currently on the run, wanted by West Yorkshire police. If you happen to spot him, it's crucial to contact the authorities immediately. Our journey through Bradford's underworld introduces Khaled Mahmud, also known as Holler. A prominent drug baron, Holler wielded significant influence as a major supplier in Bradford. However, his criminal empire came crashing down in 2013, when he was convicted for smuggling a staggering £9 million worth of heroin from Pakistan, concealed in baby powder bottles. The legal ramifications were severe, resulting in a 25-year prison sentence for Holler. Our exploration into Bradford's intriguing tales brings us to Liakat Khan from the West Bowling area. Known for his feud with Amjad Khan, Liakat is a figure entrenched in the city's narratives. Despite being well respected in certain circles, his involvement in the supply of a double-barrel shotgun led to a 7-year prison sentence in 2013. Our journey through Bradford's complex history introduces Liakat Khan, street-named Khani. Hailing from the BD3 area, Khani earned both respect and notoriety on the streets. However, his story took a dark turn in 2007 when he was jailed for 7 years. Khani was involved in a fake kidnap plot, aiming to extort £300,000 using a shotgun. Our journey through the enigmatic figures of Bradford now leads us to Fari Khan, commonly known as Fari on the streets, and notably, the older brother to Meggy Khan. Fari's presence in the city's underworld is marked by his role as a convicted drug baron, a title earned through a series of illicit activities. The most recent chapter in Fari's criminal saga unfolded in 2018, when he found himself at the centre of a National Crime Agency sting operation. Accused of supplying heroin, he faced the legal consequences, resulting in a substantial 14-year prison sentence. This incident not only highlights the lengths to which law enforcement goes to combat drug trafficking, but also underscores the intricacies of Fari's involvement in Bradford's drug trade. Our exploration of Bradford's underworld brings us to Rashid Ashraf, straight-named Shida Pistol. Rashid, a well-known drug supplier in the city, carries a story that extends beyond the borders. Notably, he managed to escape justice for murder in Pakistan. The twist in Rashid's tale came in 2020 when he faced the legal consequences of his criminal endeavours. He admitted charges ranging from conspiracy to supply cocaine and heroin to possession of firearms and ammunition. This acknowledgement led to an 18-year prison sentence, providing a glimpse into the extensive criminal activities that marked his presence in Bradford. Our exploration into Bradford's complex history introduces Garner Smith, a figure who once commanded respect and recognition in the city. However, his narrative took a turn when he became part of a gang involved in armed robberies across the West Yorkshire area. In 2013, Garner Smith faced the legal repercussions of his involvement, leading to a significant 16-year prison sentence. The juxtaposition of respectability and criminality adds a layer of complexity to his story, offering a glimpse into the diverse characters that have left their mark on Bradford's history. Our journey through Bradford's underworld now introduces Faz Raymond, known as Fuji, from the BD3 area. Fuji's criminal odyssey began under the influence of Major. His first encounter with the law occurred in 2010 when he served a 5-year sentence for possessing a MAC-10 submachine gun, a sawn-off shotgun, and ammunition found at his brother's property, all bearing his prints. However, Fuji's story took a more profound turn in February 2023. His involvement in a wholesale drug trafficking enterprise, valued at £4 million across the UK, resulted in a hefty 15-year prison sentence. This highlights the evolution of Fuji's criminal pursuits from weapons to high-scale drug trafficking. Our exploration of Bradford's underworld now brings us to Raph Khan, commonly known as Raph, a significant figure associated with the Feather Road firm. Hailing from the BD3 area and starting his journey under Major's influence, Raph faced his first sentence in 2013 at a mere 21 years of age. Raph played a central role in a sophisticated conspiracy to supply dangerous drugs on Bradford's streets. The gang orchestrated about 26,000 transactions, averaging 200 deals a day, reflecting a high profit margin. In the initial case, Raph was jailed for 5 years. However, his criminal journey continued, and in 2021, he found himself sentenced once again. This time, Raph played a leading role in a cocaine supplying business in Bradford, resulting in an 8-year and 8-month prison term. Our exploration of Bradford's notorious figures now turns to two brothers, Ali and Khaled, originating from the BD3 area. Their presence loomed large in the city from the 90s into the early 2000s, earning notoriety for their involvement in torturing individuals and extorting local businesses. Our journey through Bradford's underworld introduces Amjad Khan, street-named Booj, hailing from the West Bowling area. Fuji's criminal record took a dark turn when he was sentenced to life in prison in 2016 for his involvement in a drive-by shooting. Tragically, the incident resulted in the death of a man who was shot in the head outside his home. Our exploration of Bradford's figures brings us to Faz Raymond, the elder brother of Mehdi Khan. In the past, Faz played a prominent role as the main figure involved in extortion businesses. Notably, despite his involvement in such activities, Faz has never faced conviction. Our exploration of Bradford's underworld introduces Navid B, also known as Nav, hailing from the BD3 area. Nav's past includes a role as a drug baron, where he earned both respect and notoriety. His close association with Major further highlights the interconnected web of figures within the city. However, Nav's story took a dark turn when he was sentenced to 15 years for a sickening attack on a dealer he employed, shedding light on the ruthless dynamics of the drug trade. Remarkably, he has now transitioned into a different path, dealing in watches. Our exploration of Bradford's figures takes a somber turn with Safras Khan, a close associate of the late boxer Maroof. Safdar found himself entangled in a tragic incident, leading to a 20-year prison sentence in 2002. The conviction was for the murder of Dexter Coleman, who was gunned down in 2001 outside the Young Lion Cafe on Lum Lane, Bradford. Our exploration of Bradford's figures brings us to Dicky Daniels, the younger brother to Javes Daniels. Dicky, a well-respected and well-known figure in the city, faced a significant chapter in 2008 when he was jailed for 10 years for his involvement in a cocaine smuggling plot. Unfortunately, Dicky Daniels passed away a few years ago. May he rest in peace. Our exploration of Bradford's figures introduces Johnny and Raymond Daniels, younger brothers to Javes Daniels. These two individuals were well known and respected in the city, each with their own distinct and often troubling paths. Raymond found himself wanted and on the run in Spain in 2007, suspected of involvement in the shooting of Mehdi Khan by a masked gunman. The intricate connections within Bradford's underworld become evident in these events. Johnny, on the other hand, pursued a dark path, engaging in robbery and extortion of drug dealers. His actions took a tragic turn, leading to his imprisonment in 2011 for 13 years. The organised robbery orchestrated by Johnny resulted in the murder of Bradford businessman Teddy Simpson. Our exploration of Bradford's underworld introduces Mark Davy, the younger brother of Javes Daniels. Mark, known as a money man and drug baron, earned both respect and notoriety in the city. His criminal pursuits led to a significant chapter in 2011 when he was jailed for conspiracy to supply cocaine, receiving a 12-year sentence. The narrative continued in 2020, as Mark found himself entangled in the legal system once again. He was sentenced to 10 years for the supply of heroin and cocaine. Our exploration of Bradford's figures now brings us to Safras Khan, also known as Saf or DJ, originating from the BD3 area. Safras faced legal consequences 3 times, convicted for supplying Class A drugs offences. His criminal record reflects the challenges and intricacies within Bradford's drug landscape. Interestingly, Safras and his brother were embroiled in a feud with Bradford drug baron Khaled Malik, adding another layer of complexity to the dynamics of the city's underworld. Our exploration of Bradford's figures brings us to Amis Ikbal, commonly known as Major on the streets. Hailing from the BD3 area, Major was a figure who commanded respect and fear in the city. He held sway over the drug trade in BD3, with notable associates like Raph and Fuji working under him. Major's involvement in a case where a young man was stabbed to death didn't lead to a conviction, adding to the complexity of his legacy. Tragically, his prominence in Bradford's underworld came to an end in 2018 when he was killed by Mehdi Khan. May Major rest in peace. Our exploration of Bradford's figures introduces Huggy Osman, hailing from the West Bowling area. Notably, Kush was Huggy's right-hand man. In his earlier years, Huggy served a jail sentence in the early 2000s, but he was well respected and feared in Bradford, earning recognition through his involvement in boxing. In a remarkable turn of events, Huggy has since turned his life around. No longer engaged in criminal activity, he has shifted his focus to a positive cause. Huggy now dedicates his time to teaching the youth how to box at his own boxing gym in Bradford. Our journey through Bradford's underworld delves into the intricate and formidable persona of Meggy Khan, the city's notorious kingpin. Meggy's name first emerged in the wake of the late boxer Maroof's death in 2005, and from then on, he became a central figure in the criminal landscape. Known for his involvement in feuds with various firms in West Yorkshire, Meggy's influence extended far beyond the city limits, with connections spanning the country. His criminal portfolio encompassed robbing and taxing drug dealers, as well as engaging in the extortion of businesses throughout West Yorkshire. Meggy Khan's criminal history is a litany of high-profile court cases that unfolded in the Leeds and Bradford areas. Between 1993 and 2011, he faced convictions for a range of offences, reflecting a life deeply entwined with criminal activities. The charges included robbery, possession of firearms, perverting the course of justice, theft, handling stolen goods, and assault. As the head of an organised crime group, Meggy Khan orchestrated activities involving drug supply, firearms offences, and violence that left an indelible mark across West Yorkshire. The culmination of his criminal pursuits led to a significant turning point in 2019 when he received a life sentence. The minimum term set at 26 years was a result of his conviction for the murder of Amis Ikbal, also known as Major. Our exploration of Bradford's storied figures brings us to Javes Daniels, a legend in the city's underworld. Known as Judd, Javes was a unique blend of Irish and Pakistani heritage, with strong connections to the travelling community. He rose to prominence as one of the biggest names to emerge from Bradford, wielding a reputation that extended far beyond the city limits. Feared and respected, Javes was an imposing figure, and his influence was felt nationwide. As the main brother from the Daniels family, he held a central role in the intricate dynamics of Bradford's underworld. Nobody dared to step out of line with Javes, emphasising the authority he commanded. Sadly, Javes Daniels passed away in 2010. May he rest in peace. His legacy as a Bradford legend endures, leaving an indelible mark on the city's history. Our exploration of Bradford's legendary figures introduces Boxer Maz, a formidable presence from the BD8 area. Renowned as one of the biggest names to emerge from Bradford, Boxer Maz was not only well known, but also highly respected and feared in the city. His influence extended to the point where even Meggy Khan was under his manners, highlighting the commanding aura Boxer Maz held. A figure of authority, nobody dared to step out of line with Maz, as they knew the consequences. His impact on Bradford's underworld was significant, shaping the dynamics of the city during his time. Tragically, Boxer Maz passed away in 2005 in Pakistan, succumbing to a heart attack. May he rest in peace. His legacy as a Bradford legend endures, leaving an unmistakable imprint on the city's history. As we wrap up today's journey, your support means the world to us. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more intriguing stories.